Hello and welcome back to Survival Challenge. Here we are very early in the morning in July, so we did go through April and May. Well, we were in April, May and June as well. Topped up, well, made sure the greenhouse was okay and checked on everything else throughout the months. Nothing really changed, but now we are here in the summertime to harvest everything. As you can see in front of me, the wheat is ready to harvest. That is very exciting. We do have a sunrise coming in as we speak. A bit of flickering as well, I've noticed on this map here and there. It's not terrible or often, so we'll see how it persists. But anyways, I do kind of want to speed up time just a bit to get that sunrise coming in. Look at that. Go up to 30 times. Look at the wheat start to shine. Absolutely gorgeous, that. It's just so peaceful, isn't it? Ah, it's nice. Anyways, we'll keep it at 5 because I do want to have a look in the shop. We do need to get a harvester, and I did go over a few options that we have in the last episode. Nothing in the sale, so we'll go straight into harvesters here and see. So base game would be 75,000. Way too much for us. So we do have the bison harvesters, and they're great, and I've used them plenty in the past, but I'm not going to be using one of those today or for this series. Eventually maybe something like this would be quite interesting, but we do have, let's go to what we can afford. We've got the Massey here at 20,000, which I'm very tempted by. Very tempted. But this one's about a quarter of the price. So I'm a bit more tempted by that because I think it would be more beneficial for us to harvest like this and to buy a silo and to store and sell the grain for a better price than to get this and then not be able to afford a silo to store things afterwards. So I really don't know. Honestly, I want to try this. But if the Massey, obviously if the Massey cannot handle it, then we'll have to look at another option. But I would love to start with this, at the very least, this first harvest, just to see how it goes. We might need narrows, depending on how far out this bar can go. That's the only thing, so we might have to make 2 trips to the shop, or get narrows anyways while we're there, and just make the most of it. As far as the silos go, we do have a couple of options now. So I have added in this pneumatic conveyor. So this, we don't really have anywhere where we can put it, but it is cool because you can kind of set it up on anywhere and treat it as a silo, which is kind of cool. I think maybe not, maybe it only goes with certain things. Anyways, that's fine. We won't use that because we don't have anything for it. We do have these McHale silos as well. The biggest being 22,000, and it's tiny. Absolutely tiny. The smallest one is 4,600 litres. How adorable is that? I think we'll have a bit more grain than that, but I can't say for certain. And then we do have these tarps as well, which does say it's for bales. But I imagine you can just put the grain straight on, and at least it's off the ground. That's a realistic yet preferably avoidable approach. I think I'd rather have a silo, but as you can see, all the other silos are fairly expensive, so we'd have to go with one of these more inexpensive McHales. Nevertheless, I think the first thing we should do is head down to the shop with the Massey. We can get ourselves sorted. I have given myself a bit of a change, more harvest ready apparel. Right. So yes, we may end up having to put narrow tyres on to the Massey, but I haven't fully decided yet what the plan of attack is. Just want to go around the oat here and see how it looks from this side. Absolutely lovely that is. Looking now, we should probably also get fuel while we're in the town. Yes. I think we might... Oh, sorry mate, am I in the way? Should probably find a fuel station that we can stop at. Is there none here? This must be the only one then. Oh, there's one there as well, so we're not too far away from one if we really need fuel. There's no proper fuel station, it would seem, so hopefully we can get fuel from there. Well, we'll head down to the shop and we'll sort out our combine situation and see what happens. I think we'll go, well, since we're taking this down now, we might as well go for that one. Just to try it. I really want to give it a proper opportunity to try it. I know that it'll leave a swath as well, so we will collect that with a bale. We need a baler for that. So yeah, so on and so forth. I think that is financially the best option for us. Anyways, we'll see you at the shop. Whoa. Alright, here we are approaching the closed shop. Well, that's not on at all. That's really going to dig into our day, unless there's a lucky chance they open at 6. Oh, thank goodness for that. Wow, what are the chances? Okay, that is fantastic. So, now we're at the shop, as I say. Let's get connected to this harvester and see just how far off the trail goes. If it can go, I know it's slow, I know it's 9 kph, but it's also under 5,000 pounds for a harvester. Now if this can go wide enough, then we won't have to put on narrows. My concern with putting on narrow tyres is that it won't have the power necessary to actually do the harvesting. So let's get straight and lined up. Oh, beautiful, look at that. So let's see if it can actually harvest. It's a little slower than it says. 9 kph, there we go. 8. If we're turning, it's probably a bit slower. It's quite loud as well. But you know what? We don't need narrows, and I think it's going to work. So we'll get it folded up, and we'll head back to the farm. And like I say, it might just be for the first season. But if we can get a nice setup, you know, if we can get set up nice, rather, from this harvest, you know, get wheat into the chickens, get the linseed sold at the highest price, as with the oat, because for each, I think linseed is nearly £1,200, same with oat, to sell per 1,000 litres, but right now it's about half of that, so I think we'd be wise to wait, if we can. Anyways, we are making our way back to the farm with our brand new harvester. I am very pleased with this, at least, as I say, to give it a proper try. And we can always upgrade to a proper harvester in the future. Alright, so we are just arriving back at the farm. And if we are going to do linseed first, which I'd like to do, we are going to start on the far side, because when we unfold it, it'll be on the other side. And we really, yeah, hopefully, I am concerned because we do have loads of hills, and I'm a bit worried that we'll have to, I don't know, I don't want to say anything. I just want to try it out and see, because I am genuinely a bit concerned, but we'll see what happens here. Right, we'll get it lowered down, fired up, started. It's getting linseed in, so that's a good start. And it's dropping linseed straw, so that's also good. Alright, well, it's working. I mean, yeah, at least that. It's a nice narrow swath as well for the straw, so that's quite good. It's a bit funny with the tracks. It pulls it in a funny way, but it is working. Absolutely working. We are harvesting linseed. It's amazing. It is going fairly slow. This one as well was not rolled, so there's a bit of a yield impact in that, but it was fully fertilized, as were the other two. There we go, nearly 500 liters. So it is slow, and it is rather small, but it's working absolutely. Now, getting in between the wheat and the linseed is going to be impossible, actually. Yeah, I was going to say very difficult, but I think it'll be nearly impossible. Right. Might as well try and get this way. Don't want to sacrifice any crop if we don't have to. Oh, I don't know. Don't know about that. Nah, it's too tight. It's too tight. Well, what am I going to do then? Don't know. I might have to sacrifice a small bit. But do I sacrifice the linseed or do I sacrifice the wheat? I'll try and go as in the middle as possible. I know it's going to sacrifice something. The least amount we can, the better, of both crops. Oh, come on. It is a bit. That is right in the bloody middle. On one hand, the wheat is for the chickens. They'll produce eggs, which will produce money. The linseed is worth more to sell per 1,000 litres. As long as we don't have to unload, we're fine. As long as we can make it to the end. I'm going to put on the cruise control because we are literally stopped. Come on. This was my concern about the fields being too close, especially with a harvester like this. But we don't need narrows. If the fields are even a tractor width apart, we don't need any narrows. It does get a bit more narrow up ahead there, but as long as we can manage to get through here without needing to unload, then we are okay. Bloody big bush there in the way. But luckily, once we do this, then at least we can go up and down comfortably to do the rest of the linseed. And then, of course, when we do the wheat as well, we'll have room. Now that the linseed will be all gone. So. Right, we're making progress now. We're nearly at the end, 80% full. So we are going to get the Mercedes ready here to unload. 87. We are just going to make it, aren't we, to the end here? Very nice. I am going to go like this and just carry on along. Might as well do. So yeah, we'll have to just see how the rest of this goes. I mean, yes, there are small areas where I'm going a bit slower than others, but there we go. We have hit 100%, so we'll shut it off. We'll get that pipe out. Yeah, that's something, in it. Look at that. What a setup. Right, let's get the Mercedes all lined up here. Oh, right. We have to fit it with the bed. So we'll shut the engine off. But yes, we will go to the shop here, get this fitted with the bed attachment. But once we do that, it'll hold, I believe, 7,000 litres? I was going to say 15, that might be ambitious. Nevertheless, this is much quicker than the tractor, so we'll see you at the shop very, very soon. Alright, just turning in to the shop. We'll go around the back way to go to their shop area here. And just like that. Brilliant. It should be this door here. So we'll get this customized. So the stock bed, that's not This is the tipper bed, 7,000. Oh, so that's liquid for 7,000. Closed, that's kind of cool. Looks good. But we don't need that. Or livestock, we do need the tipper bed though. Everything else can remain the same. The top cover can stay black. We are not paying extra for it. Brilliant. Happy days, we just had to get it swapped over. That's no problem at all. Looks great. Just take the tipper off, put the cover back. Sorry, not tipper. The whole thing is the tipper. Oh, there goes the whole thing. Right, now the very quick journey back to the farm, and we can unload our first bit of linseed. Alright, and under the pipe we go. We'll have to fire up the engine of the tractor again though. So this is only 1,500 litres, so this is just the start of the harvest. There we go, getting it in there. Our linseed going in. So this is going to hold 7,000. Nice. So yes, we will check the price here very quickly. Let's see, linseed. So it's 509 for every 1,000, but its max is 709. Yeah, so 200 per 1,000 litres more. Yeah, it's possibly worth dumping out and picking up again. But we'll have to just wait and see. Anyways, yeah, we're underway. This is very exciting. Very, very exciting. I'm just going to move the lorry out of the way. There we go. Oh, that's going to hit that. It's a fairly remote path, so we'll just park it right up there. Hop back on the Massey, put the pipe away, lower down the header, and crack on with the harvest. Right, well, here is the progress so far. I am just unloading the harvester here into the lorry so that we can not have to worry about doing what happened in the time lapse where I completely missed that it was full and drove through a bunch of crop. It didn't damage as much as I thought, but we did. I did go back and get it sorted. So there you go, 4,300 litres so far. That's not too bad at all. I'll just get the cover put on that for now, because we do have to take our tractor down to get some fuel. As you can see, we are very low. Now I'm really hoping that the fuel pump that is down by the sawmill is, if I'm just getting this... Oh no, we don't want to get it... I just want to get it detached. There we go. Now I'm going to head up to the fuel pump by the sawmill. Hopefully we don't have to add money to it. It's already got fuel and we can just pay for it. Otherwise we'll have to add our own to the farm, and if that's the case, well then we'll come back and get that done. Right, here is the fuel pump in question. Now every time I go by, it always says refuel. There we go. We do have the option. And is it refueling? I don't think it is. Oh, the silo is empty, of course. So to refuel it, we'd have to refuel it ourselves. maybe this would be the better option instead of doing it. Yeah, buy that because that's just enough for us. Oh, no, I can't refuel. What's going on? Thank you for purchasing us fuel. Now you can't fuel up. What is going on here? Gave me the option before, but now that there's actually fuel in, I can't refuel. I wonder if it's because it's not on my property. Did I just waste that £68? I can always get it back, but I feel like that's not right. Yeah, if we owned it, maybe we could. We can turn on the shed lights and all as well. Are you having a laugh? No option to... Maybe we have to leave the area, come back in, try again. There we go, refuel. Ah, happy days. My goodness. So there's 5 litres remaining, that's fine. At least we know we can come here for this. I don't fully know where I want to put a fuel tank on the land, so maybe this is best. Just put a few pound in every time we need some fuel. That was literally £68 for 50 litres. This is a 45-litre tank. So yeah, that's perfect. I have no problems doing that. Very community driven that. I love it. It's like a pay your own pump sort of thing from the local sawmill. Very, very nice indeed. We'll head back to the field and crack on with the harvest. Right, so we're back in the field collecting more linseed. Now, I've done about 4 rows on each side, and we have about nearly 4,500 litres. So I imagine we'll get 7 rows. I think the middle is probably another 5 rows. No, 6. About 6 rows, I think. So that could possibly be another 45. So we might have about 10,000 litres total from the linseed by the time we're done. Yes, this side is more difficult because look at that hill. Look at the incline. But we're able to do it slowly, but certainly. About 10,000 litres, which makes me think that the wheat as well will also be about 10,000 litres. And then, actually this is a bigger field. The oat might be more as well. Now, linseed price, what did I say? 709. Wheat price, here, just get lined up here, nice. Because we're not playing on the base difficulty. 709 as well, so it's very much the same. Oat will be more, because you get less of it. Yeah, nearly double. Well, not nearly double, but about 1100, so that's good. So I think we'll have, if we have about 10,000 litres of linseed, then we'll have a similar amount of wheat, and then we'll have probably 2/3 the amount of oat. That's my guesstimation on that. That being said, if we were to do a silo, the biggest one we can get is £20,000 for about 20,000 litres, and I think that is probably the best option. I'm going to try and navigate that menu while I'm harvesting here. Oh, we're going to miss it already. Shared silos. Nope. Can't be looking at silos if you're about to put a bloody tire track through the crop there and sacrifice even more. We didn't actually lose that much. We didn't lose that much wheat or the linseed having to go through there, so that's really good. This harvester style, let's call it, the trail behind, it's fine, but it is very, very slow. Especially with the fact that it's only 1,500 litre capacity and it literally is physically slower. But the other combine, I don't know if we'll be able to afford it, because I'd almost be tempted to just finish the linseed with this combine and then move on. But I did want to get a normal size baler as well, but I don't know if we can afford that. Not just financially, but horsepower wise, I don't know if we can afford even a 125 centimeter baler, sorry. Come on. Right, what are we looking at? We're looking at silos. 20,000 for 22,000 litres. I think that's the best option for us. And I'm also tempted to sell our little thing here, our little canopy, our tent, to one, to help fund it a bit, and two, because I think we could put down a small save point of another kind and just sleep in the lorry. Treat that as a rest place, because it's got a nice long bench in there, long enough I can lay down, not a problem. We do have a shed as well, so if we need to have a lay down in the greenhouse. Beautiful. The freshest air you can breathe. Being in the greenhouse, smells lovely in there as well. Just not too much on a summer's day, you might get too hot too quick. Anyways, rambling on about where we're sleeping is not a big problem. We are about full again. There we go. Caught it this time. So we'll go into the lorry. Yeah, look at that. Nice big bed. We can... Oh, no, it's not bed. That's fine. We can put a cushion in the middle. Not a problem. Not a problem. But, no, I think that a silo, if we're to place one, would look best there. The other option is to put the bale top there, because we are going to have bales. But I don't know what kind of bales. So I don't know if we'll be able to use that bale top mod for mini bales. If we could, that would be great. Whoops, hello. But let's have a look. So construction, silos, these are the tops I'm on about. That would fit really nicely there. Should only be 500, but yeah, once we move that, then it'll be 500. Now, it does hold bales, it says. But we want to first start with grain. Now this... Ah, I see. We'd have to go like that. Which is perfect, actually. Just going to put on the interactive zone markers very quickly. Yeah, alright. So it would have to go... It could go beside. But I know we're going to be getting rid of that eventually. So I'd almost rather it go like that. And then this could really become more of a yard as well. Because I'd still like to put chickens here. I suppose we could put the silo here somewhere, but this just makes more sense. And I don't know if we'd have our house here or if we'll move it to another area on this plot. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. What? Oh, sorry, I wanted to check one last thing. How much is that to sell? Nothing. Worth nothing. I think I will, because I'm eventually going to be getting rid of it, so I might as well just sell it. I'm just going to sell it. Because then we can see how it looks proper. Right, the water might need to be moved. I think that's what's causing this issue, is that water there, because it'll have the, the trigger. So we might move the water pump around, but the silo could just go here as well, and it would look fine there. And then we can open up the yard a bit more as well. Actually, that could work also. Have it like that. We could still sneak in round this way, and we wouldn't have to move the water. I like that idea. So that's an option, but I think we really should find out how much... Oh, we're running out of room, though. Need to make a choice soon. Well, I think what's going to happen is I will do a bit more of this harvesting just very quickly off camera, just because I want to see exactly how much we have. I'm going to fill up the harvester one more time. It's only 1,500 litres, so I will fill it up one more time off camera, get the truck or the lorry here loaded full, and then see if it is appropriate to build a silo, which I think it is. But we really have to be conscientious of our cash now at this point. Even though we do have more trees coming in the future and more harvest coming as well, we do want to make certain that we have enough for everything that we need. So, and including chickens, because the wheat will go straight into the chickens, which will be very beneficial for us in the future. Anyways, I will crack on with one more full load in the harvester, and then we can move on. Right, so here is the very end of the linseed harvest, and we officially have it all collected. Now, as you can see, we're at 92% of our little combine. I did actually fill up the lorry to its limit. So there is 7,000 litres in the lorry, and here I have 1383. So basically... Oh, right, okay. Basically that leaves us with 7 plus 13, so 18... 8,383, which I think is fine. I think that's a reasonable amount from this field. I imagine the wheat will be similar. The oat, I imagine, will be less. That being said, I am going to build a silo, so I'm going to build that right now. Go into construction, go to silo. I was going to build this big one for 20,000, but I don't think we need 22,000 litres. I know we might be pushing it with 19,650, but I just also like the layout of this one better. I like the way that it's presented versus this one on both sides. So I'm going to opt for this one. We can always sell it in the future, it's not a big problem, but it will help us to earn more from the crop. So I think if we give ourselves enough room, like we don't want to go all the way that way, but if we give ourselves enough room, line up with this building, because it's going to be nearest to this, and then go about there. Perfect. At least it didn't dig into the crop at all. First we'll take this and unload what we can. Right, we'll just sneak in here. Oh, it's right here actually, so should be able to just reverse. Okay, I've gone a funny way about it. I should have went this way. Right, there we go. Once this is all a yard, it'll make a lot more sense. But yes, we will put the linseed in, getting it tipped, and let's turn off interactive zones now that we have them. Look at it go. Beautiful. Cover, no cover, it doesn't matter. Oh, it looks good. Slowly emptying out. There we go. I like that. So now we have 7,000 litres of linseed in here. So once we come around with the Massey, we can get the rest unloaded. Now, I haven't fully decided about what I want to do with this harvester because we've used it, but I could still sell it for a decent amount since we've only used it for a short amount of time. I just don't know what to do because it's very slow, and I feel like the wheat and the oat will take equally as long time. I mean, it was alright, reasonable amount of time, but it still shouldn't have taken so bloody long, especially if we plan on combining these two fields. I just don't know. I just don't know. What are your thoughts? What should we do? Should we sell this combine, buy a self-propelled one? I also want to consider bales as well. I need to take in consideration doing the baler work, which if we do go for the small baler, then that'll be about £5,000. So we'll still have some money left. Maybe we should opt for the combine. I just want to see how much the header is. 6,000, so basically 26. Potentially we would need a trailer as well. Possibly. For 2,800. At least there is a specific one. But that's not okay, so we're looking close to £30,000. So if we sell this, we'd have enough. Not the grain, sorry, not the grain, but if we sell the harvester, if we sell the little far one, then we should have enough. So, I don't know, what do you think? I think we should. I'm leaning towards doing that, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Time will tell how it all kind of turns out, but so far I am pleased with the fact that we got the harvest done. We now have the wheat to do and the oat as well, but we have the linseed fully harvested. Lots of little swaths. We do have, I believe we have a couple of windrows in the shop that we could use to clean this up, but if not, then maybe we'll just go down row by row with the baler, and which baler remains to be seen, because we only have the little Massey, which I will just park up to the side here just to get it out of the way for now. And I will fold it up, because we have to decide if we're going to keep it or if we're not going to keep it. Don't know yet. But we have finished. And we've got a new silo as well. Very, very, very good. Very good. I was going to say very good episode. I'm very pleased about it. We got so much done in that time. As always, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. We finally got harvested. That's been something I've wanted to do for a long time, especially with this harvester, and I have used it. So again, please do let me know your feedback. Should we go get a proper harvester, get a proper full self-propelled harvester? I think we should. Probably will, but we'll look. I will get some feedback from you. Again, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, a cheeky thumbs up really does help out the channel, and please subscribe. So until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.